Welcome back to my channel, Rare Coin World. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1994 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might just surprise you with its story, its design, and yes, its hidden value. So if you've got one lying around, keep watching till the end, because this coin might just turn the tables for you. The Washington quarter has a story that stretches all the way back to 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design was created by John Flanagan, a talented sculptor whose work captured the spirit of America's first president. His portrait of Washington, proud and steady, has remained a defining symbol of American currency for decades. By 1994, this classic design had already become an icon, representing not only a piece of metal but a piece of the nation's soul. The 1994 Washington quarter came at an interesting time in U.S. coinage history. It was still made of a copper-nickel clad composition and alloy that had replaced silver in quarters after 1965. The decision to remove silver was a major turning point in American coinage, driven by rising silver prices and the need to keep everyday coins affordable to produce. Even though the metal changed, the legacy of the Washington quarter continued strong into the 1990s, including this very year, 1994. Now, 1994 was the last few years before one of the biggest revolutions in modern U.S. coins, the state quarters program, which began in 1999. That means the 1994 quarter represents the final era of the traditional Washington design, before the major redesign that would celebrate every U.S. state. Collectors often see these pre-1999 quarters as the end of a proud chapter in American minting history, the calm before the storm. The proofs, especially those minted in San Francisco, were struck with extra care and mirror-like surfaces, making them highly desirable for collectors. Some of these proof coins were produced in small quantities and carefully preserved, increasing their value dramatically today. But what makes the 1994 Washington quarter truly interesting are its errors and varieties. Coin errors can make an ordinary coin worth thousands of dollars. Some 1994 quarters have been found with off-center strikes, double dies, or even misaligned dies where the image is slightly doubled or shifted. These flaws are rare, but when they appear, collectors go wild for them. A small minting mistake could transform a coin worth 25 cents into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands, depending on condition and rarity. Speaking of condition, the grading of the coin is a key factor in determining its value. A regular circulated 1994 quarter might not seem special at first glance, but if you happen to have one in uncirculated or mint state condition, that is, a coin that shows no wear and has sharp details. If you have a Liberty quarter dollar with the dates 1776 to 1946 on it, this video might just turn the tables for you. What appears to be an old, ordinary coin sitting in your collection could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. Many collectors and online buyers are currently paying astonishing prices for these quarters on eBay and major auction sites. So stay with me till the end of this video, because I'll reveal how much these coins are really worth and how you can sell them for the best possible value. The Liberty quarter dollar from 1776 to 1946 has a story deeply tied to the history and pride of the United States. The dual date, 1776 to 1946, is often linked to the bicentennial era and to coins struck to honor America's struggle and endurance through 2 centuries of growth. But more accurately, quarters minted during this timeline showcase the evolution of American coinage from the early standing Liberty design to the iconic Washington quarter introduced in 1932. Each design reflects not only changing artistry but also the shifting spirit of the nation itself. The standing Liberty quarter, which was struck from 1916 to 1930, is one of the most beautiful coins ever minted by the United States. Designed by Herman A. McNeil, it features Lady Liberty standing proudly, holding a shield and olive branch, a symbol of peace and readiness for defense. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and depending on the mint mark and condition, some pieces can fetch thousands of dollars today. For example, a 1916 Standing Liberty quarter in high grade has sold for over $20,000 at auction due to its rarity and limited mintage. In 1932, the design changed to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The Washington quarter replaced the Standing Liberty design and has remained a staple ever since. This design by John Flanagan depicts George Washington on the obverse, with the word liberty above and the national motto "I am God we trust" beside him. The reverse displays a bold "Today we are diving" into the story of a coin that many overlook, but few truly understand. The 1941 Washington quarter dollar. This coin might look like an ordinary piece of silver, but trust me, if you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. So stick around till the end of the video, because I'll reveal its true worth according to eBay and other online platforms, plus how you can sell it for maximum value. The 1941 Washington quarter is not just a piece of metal. It's a slice of American history. Born during the tense years leading up to the United States' entry into World War II, this coin reflects a time of uncertainty, courage, and transformation. The Washington quarter was originally introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the nation's first president. Its design was crafted by sculptor John Flanagan, who created one of the most enduring portraits ever to appear on U.S. coinage. By 1941, the Washington quarter had already gained massive popularity for its simplicity and elegance. The obverse side shows the strong and noble face of George Washington, symbolizing leadership and resilience. The reverse features the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, holding arrows and olive branches, a powerful emblem of America's readiness for both peace and defense. This symbolism became especially meaningful as the world stood on the brink of global war. The 1941 quarters were minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, with no mint mark, Denver with AD, and San Francisco with an S. These mints produced a combined total of around 79 million coins, which might seem like a large number, but surviving high-grade examples are surprisingly rare today. Each of these coins was made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 6.25 grams. Because of this silver content, even circulated coins retain intrinsic value far beyond their face value. What makes the 1941 Washington quarter even more special is its timing. It was one of the last full silver quarters before America entered the wartime economy, where metal resources were heavily prioritized for weapons and military use. That gives this coin a certain historical gravity, a reminder of pre-war prosperity just before everything changed. Now, let's talk about its value. According to online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, in circulated condition, these coins often sell between $6 and $10 due to their silver content alone. However, when you step into higher grades, the prices begin to rise dramatically. A well-preserved 1941 quarter in mint state condition can easily reach between $40 and $150, depending on its luster and strike quality. Collectors pay even more attention to coins with exceptional eye appeal, bright surfaces, minimal wear, dot and sharp details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Some quarters graded MS-67 or higher have fetched. Today we are diving deep into the story of a coin that millions of people overlook every day, the 1978 Washington quarter dollar. It might just be sitting in your drawer or wallet, but what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars today? After the intro, if you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. So stick around till the end of the video, because I'll reveal its real value according to eBay, top online platforms, and major coin auctions, plus how you can sell it the right way to get the highest return possible. The 1978 Washington quarter stands as one of the final coins of the pre-statehood quarter era, representing the last chapter before the U.S. Mint introduced modern designs. This coin carries a deep connection to American history, culture, and craftsmanship. first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the nation's first president. The Washington quarter quickly became one of the most recognized coins in U.S. circulation. By 1978, it had already become a symbol of stability, having survived the silver shortage, the end of silver coinage, and major changes in American coin production. The obverse of the 1978 quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The profile showcases Washington's steady gaze, a reflection of leadership and integrity that helped shape a nation. Above his head reads, "Liberty," while the phrase "I and God we trust" sits to his left, timeless reminders of American values. The reverse of the coin, equally iconic, displays the bold American eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows of strength and an olive branch of peace, symbolizing America's readiness to defend and its desire for harmony. This coin was minted at two major locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia mint coins bear no mint mar, while those from Denver display a small D beneath the eagle's tail. Although both versions were minted in the hundreds of millions, only a small fraction of them remain in pristine condition today. That's where the real value begins. In 1978, these quarters were made of a copper-nickel clad composition, a shift that had started in 1965 when silver was removed from circulating coins due to rising metal costs. Each 1978 quarter weighs 5.67 grams, with a copper core and a nickel outer layer. While these coins might seem common, collectors now search for rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples that can transform their value dramatically. The year 1978 was a time of economic challenges in the United States. Inflation was rising, and the country was recovering from the aftershocks of the 1970s energy crisis. Yet, coins like the Washington quarter remained symbols of national pride and unity, used daily by millions of Americans. During an era when the dollar's value was changing. 1999 Liberty quarter dollar lying around in your collection. This video might just turn the tables for you. What looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin could actually be worth far more than you imagine. Some of these coins have sold for thousands of dollars on eBay, heritage auctions, and other online platforms. So stick around till the end of this video, because I'll reveal exactly how much these coins are worth today and how you can sell them if you happen to own one. The 1999 Liberty quarter holds a very special place in modern American coinage history. It was the very first year of the famous 50-state quarters program launched by the United States Mint. This program was designed to celebrate the unique heritage, culture, and symbols of all 50 states, releasing 5 new quarter designs each year from 1999 to 2008. The goal was to reconnect Americans with their currency, and it worked. Millions began collecting quarters straight from their pocket change. The obverse side of the 1999 Liberty quarter continues to feature the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932. The word Liberty sits proudly above his head, with the phrase "I and God we trust" to his left and the date 1999 at the bottom. It's a design that has remained iconic for decades, representing strength, unity, and American pride. However, the reverse of the 1999 quarters is where the magic truly begins. In that year, 5 unique designs were released: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. Each design reflects the history and character of the state it represents. For instance, the Delaware quarter shows Caesar Rodney's legendary horseback ride during the American Revolution. The Pennsylvania quarter displays the Commonwealth statue and an outline of the state. New Jersey features George Washington crossing the Delaware River. Georgia highlights its state outline, peach symbol, and oak sprigs. Connecticut showcases the famous charter oak tree, a symbol of American independence. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins bear the P mint mark. Denver coins show a D, and San Francisco proof coins carry an S. What makes some of these coins extremely Valuable are minting errors, proof conditions and silver compositions. While most 1999 quarters are made of copper-nickel clad the San Francisco. Mint also struck 90% silver. Proofs, and these can be worth much more than face value, especially when preserved in pristine condition. Collectors have been amazed to find certain 1999 quarters selling for jaw-dropping prices online. For example, rare error coins like those struck on the wrong planchet or with double die. Features have been auctioned for anywhere between $500 and $5,000. Some 1999 quarters with off-center strikes, broad strikes or missing letters have sold for several $100s depending on the clarity,